Hey guys, it's Amelia. In today's video, I'm going to share all 12 new spring fountain stories with you guys. But before I do that, make sure to like this video and subscribe and turn on notifications. Yeah, I'm going to show you all the new spring fountain stories. And some of them include the halo answers if they've been discovered. I'll be updating this video when new answers arise, so stay tuned for that, and now let's hop into it. After confessing your greatest wish to the Fountain of Dreams, you're surprised to hear a voice call out to you. Amelia, sorry to bother. Are you willing to water my plants while I go buy some fertilizer from the market? Blossom the Nature Fairy asks. You agree before trudging over to the flower beds, where you find many marvelous plants sprouting from the dirt. You then grab the watering can seated conveniently next to the flower beds. Seeing which plant to water first, you choose A. The magnificent magenta sweet pea, B. The glimmering golden primrose, C. The luminous lime beanstalk sprout, or D. Forget about it and walk away. I'm gonna pick C. Spotting the beanstalk sprout, you figure you should start with it. You shower it with plenty of water, but as you look around the scenery, you distinguish a few other flower pots from other beanstalk sprouts. You promptly decide that you should water those as well, though just as you water the last flower pot, Blossom returns and notices you watering the other beanstalk sprouts. Oh, thank you for watering those ones too, Blossom utters before unloading a charitable amount of diamonds into your hand. And we got diamonds from that. Casting a wish so dear to your heart, you open your eyes to the golden aura of the sparkling lights. You admire the evening atmosphere as a glowing piece of paper lands at your feet. You dust off the rose petals to discover a handwritten message by the Fountain Girl. To whoever finds this letter, I have a bit of a problem. My magic has vanished, or I can't fulfill any wishes. I'm sure this is the work of a pesky nature fairy. If you would be so kind as to find any of these plants that can restore my magic, I promise a worthy reward for your efforts. Yours truly, the Fountain Girl. Since you don't have any plans for the day, you read through the list of plants and decide to scavenge for A red rose rimmed with lustrous white diamonds, B, an enchanting gold fern emitting a soft glow, C, a luscious purple lavender dusted with golden flakes, D, a small oak branch wrapped in silver vines. I'll go with this one. You set out scanning Davinia Park for the unique rose, keeping your eyes sharp. Your foot suddenly catches on something and you trip over the giant log in front of you. You fall flat on your face, flustered and dazed at the incident. Feeling around, you realize your shiny diamond spilled out of your pocket during the tumble. You frantically search around for them, but to no avail, getting up, walking back towards the fountain, having no desire to search any longer. Dang. We lost diamonds. You waited anxiously for your wish to come true, but unfortunately nothing miraculous happened, so you shrug off your disappointment and take a relaxing walk through the beautiful paths of Davinia. Eventually you find yourself at the entrance of a beautiful flower garden, being tended by fairies. Large rows of hedges, colorful flower garden, and beautiful streams sparkle in daylight. And to your surprise, the pink fairy from the group cheerfully greets you, saying, "Hello, Amelia. My name is Lucille, and my friends and I are preparing for the annual flower festival. It'd be amazing if you could assist us. You think about your choices carefully and decide to A. Help trim the hedges, B. Decline the fairies politely, C. Help by watering the flowers, and D. Leave to find other people to help." Let's help by watering the flowers. Lucille thanks you for your help and introduces you to a fairy, Water the Plants, who teaches you about how to correctly water and care for the beautiful flowers surrounding you at the moment. Suddenly, her cell phone goes off and she quickly exclaims, "Excuse me for a moment, Amelia. It is my best friend, so I'll be right back." You nod back at the fairy and decide to take watering into your own hands with the intention of helping her. However, you soon find this was a mistake, as you trip over a rock on the ground and spill the watering can you were holding all over the plants, completely overwatering them. When the fairy returns, she is so upset that she formally requests you to pay diamonds for the time it will take her to repair the damage you have done to the garden. You sadly fork over the diamonds with a sigh. Jesus Christ, we lost diamonds. After wishing at the fountain, you wander around the park, taking in the warm rays of sun, flourishing new blooms of spring. As you stop to admire a cherry blossom tree, a robin swoops down and perches on the branch you were adoring. Hello, Amelia. I'm sorry I didn't mean to scare you. I'm a mother bird, and my nest was recently destroyed after the harsh winter weather. Can you please help me get a new one so I can keep my eggs safe? Feeling morally obligated to help the robin, you decide to A. Make a nest, B. Buy a nest, C. Give your hat as a nest, or D. Ask a nature fairy for help. Let's make a nest. Thinking about what would be the most straightforward thing to do, you decide to make a nest yourself. You saunter through the park's trees searching for things you think would be necessary for making a nest until you came across what appears to be brown and bristly thing atop a tree branch. Looking closely, you determine that's an empty nest. Thinking of it as a perfect coincidence, you conveniently snatch the nest out of the tree, and then something pecks your shoulder. I beg your pardon? That's my nest you're stealing there. An aggravated woodpecker squawks as you profusely apologize for your mishap. You drop the nest and run away, hoping not to make the bird angrier. And we won nothing from that. After you cast your wish into the fountain, gentle waters, you take a moment to enjoy the warm, pleasant wind as it breezes through Divinia Park. Your eyes slip shut and a small smile across your face. All is well until you feel a rumbling sensation that feels like an earthquake. Your eyes snap open and you stand in shock as giant invasive vines erupt from the ground and coil around the fountain trees. And even a few unsuspecting royals, you look around the park, weighing your options and decide to A. Take out your gardening tools, B. Run, C. Enlist the help of the park's botanist, D. Wish for the fountain to help. Let's do C. Cole, the park's botanist, makes his way to the center of the park after a call from your cell phone. He looks around frowning. Oh dear. You watch as Cole attempts to reason with the growing vines in a special floral language, only for him to trip and break his glasses. Feeling guilty, you offer to pay for a replacement pair and let the wardens handle the rest of the vines. Oh my gosh! We lost diamonds again! After making your wish at the fountain, you take a walk around Divinia Park and you hear a commotion coming from the stage. You look to see a large crowd of people and Mother Nature herself hosting a contest. Hello everyone and welcome to the Divinia Park flower picking contest. Whoever finds the most magnificent flower will win the special prize. Intrigued, you decide to enter the contest, but having no idea where to look, you drift towards A. the docks, B. the cabin, C. Jam Jam's bunny sanctuary, or D. the fountain. I think we could probably find the best one here. Let's go with C. You head to Jam Jam's bunny sanctuary, crossing your fingers that you can find the right flower. When you get there, though, the sanctuary is closed for expansion. What am I supposed to do now? You wonder to yourself. You wander around Divinia Park, not being able to find anything. Suddenly, you hear cheering over the stage, and you see that the contest began without you. It's not all for nothing, however, because you earned XP for journeying around Divinia Park. Wow, okay, game. We got XP. As you make your wish at the fountain, you catch a giant flower-horned silhouette watching you from afar. Feeling curious and amazed, you decide to bring yourself closer to observe its beauty. But as a result, you startle it and quickly takes off. Through your disappointment in yourself for not being more careful, you fail to realize that you were transported to a different realm full of giant flowers, mushrooms, and enchanted trees. Feeling even more curious and naturally adventurous, you decide to explore the new realm and find yourself at the intersection of a few paths that led to different places in the realm. So, without a doubt, you decide to walk along A. the Enchanted River path, B. Gnome's Hills path, C. Giant Flower Field path, or D. the previous path, and search your way home. Let's go and try to find home. Not knowing which way you came from, you decide to walk straight ahead to a giant enchanted tree. There you met your elf friend, Everin, who is practicing her aim and archery. Oh hey Amelia, I haven't seen you in a while. Would you like to practice archery with me? She asks you. Her voice is sweet as honey. You agree to practice with her, and you manage to frequently hit closer to the bullseye than you were expecting. Oh wow, Amelia, you did better than I thought. Maybe archery's in your blood, she chuckles. As the sun sets, you say goodbye to your friend. Besides being lost in the forest for quite some time, you earn XP for finding out about a hidden talent of yours. Woo, we gained XP. As you walk around the fountain after casting your wish, a petite flower gently falls, brushing against your hand. Picking it up, you admire the beautiful scenery around you, the warmth of spring washing away the winter's frost. Closer to the magical waters, the flower falls into the fountain, as if it is drawn to its energy. You recall your wish looking down at the fountain's shimmering surface, but strangely your reflection isn't yours. A mystical creature emerges, her translucent wings iridescent in the sunlight, flowers in the various hues adorning her hair and clothes. Good morning, Amelia, she greets you. I am Naid, only to be summoned with a flower from Divinia's sacred trees. Choose from these flowers and they may grant your wish. You reach out and take A, the bluebell, kindness, B, the iris, wisdom, C, the lily of the valley, joy, or D, the peony, luck. Let's go with kindness. The bluebell's vibrant hues draw you to it, and you take it from the Naid's collection. Unsure what to do now, you stray from the fountain, heading toward the docks. Stepping on the bright planks, you hear strained chirping. The bluebell you are clutching in your hand points you towards an intricate white table, and the distressed bird grows louder as you come closer. Nestled underneath a small bird, wings tucked in, scared. Holding your hand out, the bird waddles out to you, cheeping. A startled squawk rings out behind you, and a tall bird sweeps up the little bird. You gain XP for helping the baby bird find its home again. And we got XP from that. Alright. After making your wish, your gaze shifts from the fountain to a small shop across the street. You feel a force pulling you towards the forest green store, decorated with a desperate array of flowers and vines that curve around a sign with "The Royal Florist" written on it. Entering the shop, you instinctively duck as a vase shatters against the door you've just passed under. In front of your eyes stands a giant, intimidating Venus flytrap plant fighting one of the nature fairies, Nissa. Instead of the usual neat and orderly shop, all around is a disarray of petals, flowers, and broken vases, saying that Nissa needs to help you. A. Get out of the shop. B. Hide behind a shelf and spectate the fight. C. Join the fight. Or D. Try talking with the flytrap. Okay, this is hard. I'm gonna try D, just because all the other ones are kind of weird. This is a response to your idea that the mutated flytrap won't listen. But you ignore them and fly up to look it in the eyes. You attempt to reason with it, but before you can open your mouth to talk some sense into it, the plant chomps down on your arm. You can only feel shocks of pain as it tosses you on the ground. Using the distraction, Nissa quickly freezes the monstrous Venus to a wall. Groaning in agony, you realize that while confronting the plant, you lost some diamonds, which are now scattered all over the shop. Dude, really? After making your wish at the fountain, you head to Royal High, prepared for the entire day to be filled with nothing but class lectures and the occasional gossip between students at lunch. Before you can head to your first class, you see a crowd of students gathered around a poster, so you decide to investigate. After managing to push past the crowd, you read the poster, which mentions the annual Castle Garden Dance-Off, giving away a first-place prize of the winner's wildest dreams. You look at the rules and find the only requirement is that you need a friend or a dance buddy for the dance-off. You decide you want to join the contest and spend half of the day thinking about who your dance buddy should be. Finally, during lunch, you reach a decision and decide to ask A. the popular jock Jake, B. the school president Dakota, C. the class clown August, or D. the mysterious goth Raven. Oh my god, this is so hard to choose. Who would be the best at dancing? I mean, personally, I think the jock would be the best, but let's go with the school president Dakota. Although I would choose the mysterious goth, but who knows? Let's see. As you head to Dakota's table, you notice her in a state of panic. She sees you, then immediately runs up saying, "Hello, Amelia. I need your help." The school council made a miscalculation and we are missing a dozen roses for decorations. Will you please help me? Quick as the wind, you and Dakota head to the school's greenhouse where you carefully remove some roses that you planted a week ago in your gardening class. As you hand Dakota the roses, she gives you a sack of diamonds as thanks. She also asks you to be her dance buddy for the dance-off, which you eagerly accept. Woohoo! Aw, the amount of diamonds is a bit depressing. You say your wish aloud to the magical fountain and turn back to enjoy the spring day. The air is crisp with the scent of blooming flowers. Critters and creatures walk lazily in the warm sun, almost like a scene taken right out of a princess movie. Suddenly, you hear music coming from the forest. Curious, you follow the sound of the calming melody until the music abruptly stops. You find yourself in an open patch of dewy grass right under the sun. In front of you lay 4 instruments on a mossy tree trunk. You decide to pick up the A, wooden branch flute, B, DIY all-natural violin, C, rusted mossy kalimba, D, polished carved melodica. Let's pick the flute. A flute, you exclaim when you notice the wooden instrument. You reach out for the flute, happily take your position to play. You step up on the tree trunk where you found the flute, take a deep breath and blow extremely hard. However, the giant burst of air snaps the flute in half. Uh-oh. Your heart drops as you clutch the now split branch in your hands. You hear a chirp from the trees and turn around to see a pink duck with a flower crown standing on the edge of the clearing. The both of you lock eyes for a brief second and the duck starts attacking. You run from the duck, but not before it manages to tear a hole through your pockets, spilling all of your diamonds. Ouch. Okay, we lost diamonds from that. After making your wish at the fountain, you opt for a stroll around Divinia Park to take in the beautiful spring sight. Suddenly, you see a commotion down the docks and decide to investigate. Standing on the docks is a woman dressed in extravagant pinks and reds, bustling about to distribute bundles of fabric to players. She drops the fabric upon seeing you and rushes over excitedly. "Oh my, hello, darling," she proclaims in a posh accent, eyes scanning you through a pair of tinted glasses. "My name is Aria, and I am the host of the annual Rohai Spring Fashion Contest. Would you like to join? I have 4 models left for you to choose and design for. Who will you choose to design for? A, Gemma the Diamond Fairy, B, Ash the Butler, C, Pearl the Pageant Lady, or D, Dominic the Lifeguard?" Let's pick D. You feel unsure about your pick, but you decide to go with Dominic. As you look around at all the other competitors designing away, you sigh in frustration because you don't feel inspired with any ideas. Dominic looks at you in concern. "You alright, bro?" You sigh and voice your problem to him, which he replies, "Why don't we go catch some waves? That always clears my head." You decided to go with him and spend all day surfing the crystal blue waters of Diamond Beach. You may have missed the challenge, but you gain XP for learning some new skills. Wow, we got XP from that. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and if you did, make sure to like and subscribe and turn on notifications if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!